Too powerful to control. Too advanced for their time. Too deadly to be legal. This is 12 super banned cars of 1940s America. These weren't just cars, they were forbidden legends.
Subscribe to the channel.
Designed by William Bushnell Stout, an aircraft engineer, the Scarab was unlike anything on the road. It had a rear-mounted engine, a flat floor, and a modular airplane-inspired interior, complete with swiveling seats and a card table. Its streamlined, beetle-like shape prioritized interior space and aerodynamics in an era of tall fenders and exposed running boards. In short, it wasn't just a car, it was a rolling lounge. And yes, it basically invented the minivan 50 years early. So why didn't it sell? The Scarab was simply too weird, too expensive, and too slow. It was handmade, not mass-produced, which made it cost-prohibitive. Estimates suggest it would have been far more expensive than a luxury Packard at the time. Its engine wasn't particularly powerful, and its radical design left most consumers confused, not excited. On top of that, it was never officially approved for large-scale production. Fewer than 10 were ever built, and it remained more of a concept than a commercial product. But why do we still talk about it today? Because the Stout Scarab predicted the future. Rear engines, flexible interiors, unibody construction, and vehicle as living space concepts would all become common decades later. In many ways, it was the Tesla Cybertruck of the 1930s. Too early, too different, but unforgettable. In the early 1940s, and again in the 1950s, GM sent a caravan of futuristic vehicles across the country to show off emerging technology. Things like microwave ovens, jet engines, and TV. At the center of that parade were the Futureliners, massive Art Deco-style buses standing nearly 12 feet tall and over 30 feet long. Each one housed a mobile exhibit with side panels that opened up like wings to reveal light shows, displays, or even science demos. Think of it as a traveling science museum wrapped in chrome and ambition. But here's the kicker: they were never street legal. The Futureliners were custom-built, with oversized dimensions, limited visibility, and controls not suitable for everyday traffic. They lacked proper certification for public roads, and were designed for slow-moving parades, not for city driving or highways. Only 12 were ever made, and once the Parade of Progress ended in the mid-1950s, the Futureliners were retired. Too big, too weird, and too specialized for further use. Why are they remembered? Because they capture a specific moment in American history, a time when technology was hope, and companies like GM were eager to show the public a brighter, more automated future. The Futureliner wasn't just a vehicle, it was a vision on wheels, part advertisement, part theater, part time capsule. Today, surviving Futureliners are museum pieces and auction stars, not because of what they could do on the road, but because of what they represented: mid-century America's bold belief in progress. Created by legendary GM designer Harley Earl, the Y-Job was never intended for production or public roads. It was a showpiece, a moving design lab. Because of that, it was never road certified or made street legal. It had no mass production plans, no safety testing, and no intention of passing government regulations. But what made it so important and so cool? The Y-Job featured a list of innovations that would become standard decades later. It had power windows in 1938. It used hidden retractable headlights, flush door handles, and a low, sleek body style that stood in stark contrast to the tall, upright cars of its time. It was bold, it was different, and it was just a taste of the future. Harley Earl even drove the Y-Job as his personal car for years, turning heads everywhere it went. But no dealership ever offered it, and no one else could buy one. It remained a one-off vision, shaping the design language of future Buicks and influencing the entire auto industry. Why does it matter today? Because the Y-Job didn't just introduce new features, it introduced a new idea: that concept cars could be used to test public reaction, showcase innovation, and guide the future of car design. It wasn't legal to drive, but it was completely free to dream.